did it again.
Or will you do it again?
I mean,
that's the real question.
I'm going to do that again. I'm going to do a real fast clap.
And then we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to talk about how good this intro was.
Yeah, this intro is going to be one of the best intros we've ever done, I think.
Or at least one of them.
Yeah. What are we doing? Bad education and teachers.
Yeah.
One good, one not so good. If you me.
Yeah. Too good, if you me.
I am too good.
What? Why do we bother
I
doing like half an hour of podcast when we just go, yeah, no, it's alright.
Off the top, yeah, this is what we think of it. But that's okay, because I'll tell you why we do this intro, so we can say we've got a website.
We do have a website. Can you remember what it is?
I think it's copilotspodcast.co.uk.
You are correct.
I thought so.
Because I just typed that in, and it took me to a picture of your face.
Yeah, that fucking gurning face.
You were quite drunk.
Yeah. I
Never
really was at that
JD and
point.
Coke in your hands.
There was a point where I had 4
5.
people
Oh,
thrusting them at me at one time. Was it 5? I don't know. But apparently,
no, there were 5
everyone-
drinks.
Everyone wanted to buy me a drink, and apparently I just told everyone I wanted JD and Coke, so I ended up with 5 of them.
Yeah, and I think it also did the rounds as well. I think other people told other people that you just wanted a JD and Coke. So I'm pretty sure I bought you like a couple, but I think there were times that I was just at the bar and someone was like, "Oh, do you want a drink?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, can you get a JD and Coke for Joe?"
Do you know what is funny is I've just polished off the JD and Coke.
Nice, very very apt.
We're on. If you go to our website, you'll find all our socials. You can message us, and you can say to us what your favourite type of flan is.
Sure, I am desperately interested in that.
I'm not sure I've ever had a flan. What is a flan? Anyway.
It's like a pie without a top.
I
think.
Isn't that
But
peach?
No, it's sweet, not savoury.
I mean, I keep hearing your phone going off, and I keep getting messages through on our group chat, so I'm assuming that's what's happening.
it is.
So let's stop listening to vibrations and start listening to
Gooder Vibrations
by
the Beach Boys.
No. Yeah, it's a speedy one this time.
Yeah, I was not prepared for that counting.
No, you're never prepared for the
especially after that intro that we've just done. Whoa!
Oh, what an intro!
Some intro.
Woo-hoo-hoo. I'd say of all the intros we've done, that was definitely one of them.
I hope so. Otherwise, I don't know who's done it.
How many? Right. So is this the 3rd time we've tried doing this one, or is it just the 2nd?
No, just the second.
Just the 2nd.
And hopefully this time your PC survived.
Yeah, that was
the
it.
Quality recording.
My PC exploded last time we did this. So, oh my god! If it happens again, I'm going to be well pissed off because this PC is significantly better than my old one.
I know, and that means teachers will have cost you $2,000.
Jesus. Not quite. No, oh yeah, no, it would have done. Yeah. Cause I was thinking,
you'd have to replace it again, wouldn't you?
I would, but Jesus Christ, I can't afford that again. That was quite a big outlay at the start of the year, when we're still in lockdown.
Januaries are good, aren't they?
Yeah.
No one I know had a bad January.
Nope. Oh. I was about to do a joke there that you actually would have had to cut out, but it's
Tell
okay.
me after.
I won't. Yeah, teachers and bad education. The theme here is, what is it?
Bad teachers,
Yep.
to start with. An education.
Yeah. And go on.
People
One more.
who are in The Walking Dead.
Keep going.
Education.
Wait a minute.
Have
No.
I said education already?
No one in bad education is in The Walking Dead.
No.
Are they?
No, I know.
Fucking news to me if they are.
Yeah, but sometimes it would be funny to watch Jack Whitehall get eaten by a zombie.
I tell you what, I have seen Jack Whitehall in recently, which actually was a right old laugh. Was Jungle Cruise. That's a fucking banger. It's great fun.
I miss seeing him in that. The last thing I saw him in that wasn't Bad Education is Inside Number 9.
Inside Number 9. Oh yeah, he's in the La Cochette. Have I told you about the Inside Number 9 thing I'm doing?
I hope it's something about watching it, not about reenacting it.
It's so what it is. Oh my god! I've just found an advert. Oh, I'm so excited! A horror-themed pop vinyl advent calendar with £10 off. Oh shit! I'm buying this. Sorry, continue.
I'm sorry.
I was telling the story.
What month is it?
It was nearly Halloween, which is my favourite.
I mean,
time
actually, technically, when this podcast comes out, it will actually be December.
Oh, okay. Well, Halloween's better than Christmas.
Oh, what, you're getting an advent calendar for Halloween?
Yeah, it's a 13-day countdown to Halloween with the help of this 13-day spooky countdown pop calendar, which for a limited time you can get an extra £10 off. And by the looks of it, I can see Jack Torrance, I can see Reagan from The Exorcist, and I can see Freddy Krueger. So I'm fucking buying myself this.
Too fucking right. Because I think the only spooky pop figure I have is Pennywise.
I don't have any horror-themed ones.
Well, I was looking for him, and then there he is, standing behind Buzz Lightyear.
The spookiest of all the spooky characters.
I know, he does live on the shelf of... these are also pop figures. Because all the other ones sort of fit thematically. There's the Marvel shelf. Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings kind of get smushed into one. Harry Potter and Deadpool, apparently. Then there's some superheroes and some real Game of Thrones, and then there's everyone else.
Yes, sorry, the Inside Number 9 thing. I am going to an evening with Reese and Steve at the Barbican Theatre.
Yes. I do remember that, because you asked if I wanted to come with you, and then...
You said no.
Well, I waited 6 months, and there was no seats left.
Oh, well, you waited 6 months?
I might not have. It might not have been 6 months. It might have been like 6 days.
I don't think it was far off.
Yeah, because I vaguely remembered you mentioning something, and I was like, oh yeah, I should have a look. And then went, oh, there are... Well, I think there were like single seats left, and I was like, I'm not sure where they're sitting. I don't actually want to sit on my own.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, so that's going to be good fun. I'm looking forward to doing that. Anyway, we were talking about bad teachers and education. Oh, well, that's right. We were talking about excuse me, Jack Whitehall.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who else
He's
is in Bad Education, whose name I am desperately trying to remember, and now I'm actually wondering if I've got it completely wrong. Is it her? Yes, Michelle Gomez. She's the head teacher, right?
Yes.
She is fucking excellent. I love her in everything she does. I just watched The Flight Attendant, and she was in that, and she was brilliant.
Have you seen her as the Master on Doctor Who?
Fuck off. Is she?
Yeah.
Mate. Oh my
Yeah.
god, she's married to Jack Davenport. You know who that is, don't you?
Yeah,
Him off
totally. But for the podcast,
Pirates of the Caribbean.
tell everyone.
He's Commodore Norrington in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yep. And if someone were to, I don't know, who was listening to the podcast, forget who that was in Pirates of the Caribbean.
He's the one that is like chasing after. He's engaged to Elizabeth Swann at the start of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right, see, yeah, no, I knew that. But just in case anyone listening didn't know.
Yeah, sure.
Glad that I can help them.
Due to be in... Oh no, he was in Kingsman. He's Eggsy's dad in Kingsman.
Is that Golden Circle?
No, the first one, he dies right at the start. He's the one that Colin Firth's on the mission with right at the start, and he dies.
Oh, I need to watch Kingsman again.
Me and Mitch watched it on our mate's stag do, because on the night that it was the first night and the stag was checked out, we put him to bed at 9 p.m. So that me and Mitch was like, should we just stay here in the hotel? We had a lovely evening, just sat on the hotel bed watching fucking Kingsman.
And also Becky from Him and Hers in it.
Yeah, and she's always good.
Yeah. So, you don't like Bad Education, do you?
No. not hugely.
Why? Is it because you're dead inside?
Quite possibly. I haven't actually been diagnosed as such.
It is a hard diagnosis to get because people run away from you screaming
Yes,
because you're dead inside.
that is true. Why don't I like it? I think it was just I'm not a massive fan of Jack Whitehall, other than in Jungle Cruise, where he's actually.
Did you not enjoy his stand-up when he was still doing that mostly?
I have a real issue. I have a real posh people prejudice that I really struggle to get over.
Okay. That's fair. Entirely fair.
And his dad seems to be like just the worst as well.
Yeah, but the Jack Whitehall's like travel with my father seems very much like just bullying an old man.
Yeah, but it's
Go on, old man, go to Mexico.
But it's I've watched an episode of it and it's so scripted. Like,
yeah, no, it would be.
I just couldn't get on with it. And there was a film, wasn't there?
Bad Education.
Yeah.
Yeah. They go to Cornwall, and there's something about the people who want Cornwall to be a real country.
What? Independence? Is that
Yeah,
a
that's the
thing?
one.
Fuck right off. I'm googling this. Cornish independence.
Yeah, no, it's a thing.
Cornish nationalism. Cornish received unexpected publicity in 2004 when Channel 4's alternative Christmas message featuring The Simpsons. What? Hang on,
That's an odd.
I now can't find that because that was the text on the link. Here we go. Peter Simpson showed Lisa Simpson chanting "Free Cornwall Now" and holding a placard saying "UK out of Cornwall." What?
That's mental.
That's really funny. Okay, so hang on a minute. So the Celtic League and Celtic Congress consider Cornwall to be one of the 6 Celtic nations, one of which is in France. Then it's Cornwall, Wales, Ireland, and that one up the top that no one likes.
That'll be my one.
Yep. Hang on a minute. That's really weird because in 2004 I spent my first Christmas in Cornwall. That's really weird. Oh my god.
Maybe that's why we don't want any more of these cunts coming in.
Well, are they Belgian? We're not having them here. I've got to send you a screenshot of this website that it's directed me to because it's so cute. This is what websites look like in 2004.
Jesus.
To be fair, like Cornwall is one of my favourite places on the planet. I do fucking love Cornwall.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember who was in. Because so it's got Ian Glenn's in it.
England,
Bad
yeah, I know
Education.
who that is. He's matey in thingy Game of Thrones, isn't he?
Yeah.
Jorah.
Jorah Mormont.
That's it.
Tragically unloved. And then dead. Spoilers.
Uh-oh. Does he die?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
And Daenerys is all like, wow, 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 let me go burn the city down.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
Yeah, I mean, the first episode, a sitcom set in a school is going to be... It's more interesting seeing what the teachers do. But I think this did quite a good job of just making the kids weird as well. Because
Yes.
normally a school drama only makes, like, the teachers a bit out there and just goes, there are also children. We don't care about the children. But this makes them all... Yeah, just weird. I enjoy it. It's not like it's something I'll go to watch, like, seriously. It's that's on in the background.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's I can't think of what the category of this type of sitcom is, but there is a definite collection of these kinds of sitcoms that are just sort of like, I don't want to say just maybe that's what it is. Maybe the qualifying characteristic is it has to be a sitcom that just isn't funny.
Oof, that's brutal. But yeah, no, fair enough. It's, I don't know. Comedy is almost as subjective as TV, and when you smash the two things together, because it could be the funniest thing in the world, but if you don't like sitcoms, then what are you going to do?
Yeah, that's fair. I have just seen that there's one episode that's all about a game that is a craze, and then all the kids are doing a thing called the Blitz Kick.
Yep.
That sounds quite good, actually.
The thing, I don't think the first episode does it enough justice. I think some of the later episodes are much better. Because a lot of them essentially deal with just Alfie's issue with just not wanting to be a grown-up.
Yeah.
And when they force him into situations where he has to be a grown-up, it's good.
What, like looking after a bunch of kids on a school trip down to Cornwall?
Yeah, and not helping them join the Cornish Defence League.
Wait, what? Accidentally gets involved with Cornish Liberation Army, a terrorist organisation fighting for Cornish independence.
I'm pretty sure there's a bit where they take over a castle.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit mental, but yeah, I enjoy it. But yeah, it's what it is. Now, do you want to? So I think we should probably make it clear that we don't really remember these shows.
I mean, like we said, that we were doing this in February when my PC blew up, but
yeah. So we haven't, like the consummate professionals we are. We watched them once, and then went, "That'll do."
Yep.
So Bad Education's the one that I remember better.
Go on.
You
Teachers.
remember Teachers better.
I remember Teachers because it was, I think...
You went to school more recently than me?
Yeah, that was right. I think also it was the very first box set that I ever actually owned. Like, like proper big box set.
Mine, I think, was Spooks.
That's not surprising, is it? So yeah, the thing is, right, so the first series of Teachers is absolutely brilliant, and series 2's okay, but then once
does it do the Channel 4 thing?
Yeah, 2 series good, and then it just goes a bit downhill. So like once Simon leaves, who's Mr. Walking Dead.
Wait, he leaves. Does he ever finish a TV show?
I'd say, well, he does come back. He comes back for an episode or 2, and then he disappears again. And then there's later on, I think in series 4, some of the teachers have died, like off screen. Like the first thing that they that you see is one of the other teachers going over to their graves and pissing on them. But yeah, I fucking love Teachers. It's so good. There's a lot of there's quite a few recognisable faces show up in it as well.
I think, isn't Jenna Coleman in the first episode of this, or am I thinking of something else?
First episode? Is she in it? She might be. James Corden's in it, which is never mind. But
I might be thinking of Waterloo Road.
Yeah, I'm not sure she's in it. I don't think she was old enough.
No, that's what I was thinking. But she would have been old enough to be in like the early seasons of Waterloo Road.
I was listening to a horror podcast a little while ago, and actually they recommended a couple of episodes. Like, I think it's a double bill of Doctor Who. Like, and I think it might be where she leaves, where she gets killed by a big raven. I didn't actually finish
those
it.
are good episodes. Those episodes have Maisie Williams in them as well.
Yes. I didn't actually finish the second one though, so I don't actually know. But yeah, like if nothing else, Teachers makes you want to do A, go to Bristol, B, cycle to work, and B, I know I said B twice, go to the pub.
All of those are things that I like, apart from cycling.
I don't mind cycling, I just haven't got a bike at the minute.
I prefer going to the pub.
Yeah, or riding a motorbike.
Yeah, or if I'm going to the pub, I'm responsible. I'm getting an Uber to the closest pub to me at the end of the road.
I was going to say, you don't need an Uber. That is the responsible thing to do, because I cannot be
It
held
is-
responsible
it is
for what happens when I'm
responsible.
walking.
No, there are ditches at either side of the road. And enough people have said they'd like to see me dead in a ditch. So,
That's true. I actually...
I have to drive past them.
I wouldn't mind, just... This is my... throw my 2 pennies in. I wouldn't
Are you
mind...
going to throw me
if
in a
it-
ditch?
I wouldn't mind if it wasn't in a ditch. If you did just drop down dead, that's fine.
But would you not prefer it if it was in a ditch?
I mean, I could always put you in a ditch.
I hadn't thought of that. You're pretty smart. I shouldn't eat anything you hand me ever again.
No.
I mean, whatever you're putting in it currently clearly isn't working. Because I'm just feeling weaker. It's fine.
That's the thing with putting antifreeze in. It's undetectable.
Yeah, I have noticed I'm never cold,
Oh my
which
God,
is
where,
nice.
Where was I? Oh, there was a story.
Bristol.
Someone told me about. Oh, there was someone. They went to a campsite, and their son-in-law they suspected, had murdered their daughter with antifreeze because you can't detect anti. Oh yeah. Oh my God, that was. Ooh, yeah. Spooky. Some friends of mine went fishing in France, and they came back saying, "We had this mental story." Yeah. Anyway, so teachers, yeah, go to the pub.
So the common thing that I've seen across every TV show that has teachers in it is that they all finish work every day and go to the pub
Well, I think you
for
would.
the rest of the evening. And then they all turn up on Tuesday hungover. Then they struggle through school, and then they go to the pub. So it's no wonder that kids always assume that teachers are alcoholics. Because they are. All of them.
You'd be all right doing that. You just wouldn't be able to eat lunch.
Yeah, normally I can't eat until lunch, which is fine. But there's every chance that I just throw up on a child.
I mean, there's a fair
Which-
chance of that anyway, isn't there?
Yeah. The secondary school children are disgusting, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, like. Oh, that's the other thing about teachers. Like, with the teachers in teachers, they're obsessed with sex. Like,
Yes.
they're obsessed. And there's a lot of, like, funny cutaways to that end as well.
Yeah, I remember there being quite a lot of cutaways. They were quite humorous. Yeah, it was good. I think I watched a bunch of it, and then I stopped to record the podcast, and then I never went back to it because I'm an idiot.
It's worth going back to. It's very, very watchable. Like, I used to just, like, pretty much go through a series, and then once I'd finished it, just start it again, and just run through it all. But the early ones are the best ones. Like 1 and 2 are better.
Yeah.
It's better when Simon's in them. That's the thing.
I'm pretty sure all we are ever really looking for is something that we can put on in the background all the time.
That's because we don't have time to focus on stuff like, well, unless you're you and you've now up to series 3 of Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah. But the thing, so with some TV shows, I will watch once and never again. This I already know is that it's a one and done.
Yeah,
But
that's fair.
the shows that you can just put on and just be like, yeah, I'll just leave that running and do something else.
Yeah,
They're the good ones.
like a Bond film. You can do that with a Bond film.
Yeah, no, there's too many explosions. I get distracted when there's explosions and things. Something like Gilmore Girls.
Or Him and Her.
That can just... Yeah, Him and Her, Gavin and Stacey.
Any of our other favourite shows.
Yeah, anything that we get on the podcast and we talk about as if it's our child. Those are the ones.
Did you see that Rory turned 40 the other day?
Yeah, it makes me feel old, despite being younger than her.
I mean, you're quite old anyway, so.
But 40. That's old.
Yeah, that is old.
But I think I need to go back and I'll watch the rest of Teachers.
Do it. It's
That's
really
something.
good. It's real good. You'll really like the whole thing.
No, because I weirdly seem to end up watching like most TV dramas that are set in schools. I don't know why. I just
Yeah,
enjoy
you do
watching.
like a school, don't you? Did you ever play Canis Canem Edit?
no.
Oh, you'd have liked it. It was all in a school.
I think I have it.
I actually booted it up earlier today, and it did that thing where it's like, oh, what resolution do you want to run this in? So I was like, biggest one, please, and then it crashed.
All of it.
But yeah, Teachers is better than Bad Education, I think. Having seen one episode of Bad Education and all the episodes of Teachers.
I think the only thing that I would like more in Bad Education is picture quality.
Fair.
Because stuff from 2001 hasn't aged well.
No, it has not. I was going to do another joke, we'd have to edit out there, but don't worry.
That's why I was very quiet. I was waiting for you to make one so that I didn't have to. But yeah, we should probably leave that there.
Yeah. Pop that down there for now.
What are we doing next? Is it another one that we tried to record before?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's the Star Wars the animated shows, Clone Wars and Rebels, which I'm sure will be good fun, like it was last time.
I would be interested to hear your opinions on that again, but maybe you can fucking record it this time.
Is that what happened? Did it delete the recording? I can't remember what happened.
No, your PC died and you couldn't get the recording.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Because it was on... You didn't want to plug the hard drive in, that's why.
That rings a bell. Yeah. That makes sense. Anyway, that will be fun.